everybody off, that likes to continue to do these gaslighting maneuver tactics around her greater sense of a lack of purpose. And I'm asking you, are a lot of these people deeply reflecting on how they can better their own homes, to better the people around them, as much as they show passion for bettering the circumstances of something that has nothing to fucking do with them 7,000 miles away?
All right, I'm about to get a response.
And, I just want to say something else. People, it's really funny that people want to talk about women and babies and all of these things. Let me let you in on a
you're the one
newsflash.
complaining about the
Wait. Guys. Suad, again, you know what? Okay, good. She got rid of her. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, there have been more babies that have died as a result of abortion in America. Yet, innocent babies that haven't even breathed their first breath of air. Innocent babies. Nobody wants to sit there and have the same amount of outrage as those babies in America that are dying in the womb, being slaughtered in the womb, only because they have a heartbeat. That is completely different than people taking national security steps to protect themselves against a group of people that have been bombing people in the middle of the night and paragliding into freaking concerts. How many of those babies that die in Planned Parenthood are paragliding into concerts or carpet bombing Tel Aviv? So please tell me how much of your outrage are there for dead children? Please be consistent.
Outrage is going to be when you cause the.
I highly doubt that your drunk ass is in any danger of getting pregnant, son. I highly doubt that your drunk ass is in any danger of having somebody climb behind you and screw you like the pig that you are.
The name Iran. Go match with it. Match with Iran. You see, you keep begging for Iran. I beg you. Go and fight Iran. Iran is dead. Don't beg for freaking who to go and help you again.
Lady, you are an annoying, dirty pig. That is exactly what you are. You are an annoying, dirty pig.
Yeah, I just moved her down. She's not coming back up. She's exhausted.
That's what I'm saying. See, like, these people have no freaking purpose. That's why it's no longer a productive conversation when you have a bunch of knuckleheads and idiots like that just want to pollute people's ears with a bunch of noise.
But see, this is why. Let me tell Sig, this is why I brought her back on the stage, because Sig, you were on the phone and there was like a very one-sided, toxic, stage where she was keep cutting everybody off and and there was a couple people who were doing it. So I just brought her up because people always say Sarah just moves people in the audience, but that's not the case. I wanted her to come on the stage and talk, but she can't. She cannot handle that, which is sad.
I think everybody knows she's moved for.
Are you comparing the Palestine babies that going to abortion in America?
Wow. I think like some of you guys, when your mouth opens, like your ears close. I think it's like a weird reverse check valve thing going on.
It's an accident side effect.
See, and this is what I tell you, they have no purpose. They could never get away with doing this shit.
When you are speaking, I want to stop.
They could never get away.
Speaking now. Now let me speak. Are you comparing? My question is this: are you comparing the abortion in America to Palestine babies being killed? Is that what you did?
You can ask Sig the question. I'm not going to have a conversation with a hysterical woman.
I'm asking you.
I'm not going to have a conversation with a hysterical woman that doesn't have my control. So Sig, if you would like to ask the question, I'm going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to or engage with this hysterical woman.
Yeah, I mean,
relax.
W doesn't want to answer your question. I don't have a dog in this fight. Either way, I'm listening to both sides.
Did you compare? My question: Did you compare the Palestinian babies to American abortion? So just
you want to talk about the Palestinian children? So
I'm asking a question. Relax. I'm asking a question.
I'm trying to.
Before you open it, let me answer.
You answer the question.
W, he said he didn't want to answer your question, so Daniel can go. Daniel, you got.
He didn't want to answer my question. I didn't hear him.
But listen, but try to listen, please. Okay.
Can you maybe tell him in his language that I'm not speaking to a hysterical woman?
Hold on. W, if you come off your mic one more time, I'm just dropping you, bro. Last one. Daniel, you got it.
But W, I'm asking you please to try to listen and not try to rebuttal immediately what I'm saying, okay? Because if you really care for the children, and more than you just, I don't know, hate Jews and Israelis, so try to listen to me, okay? And you can choose not to believe it, but this is the reality. There's only one side in this conflict that benefits from dead children, and that is the Palestinian side. It's good for the cause, because every dead child makes people like you enraged, and you need to point the finger at someone, and they already tell you, Israel killed its children, Israel did it, Israel is the villain, and then what do? You vilify Israel. You are basically incentivizing, not just you, are the plural you, this kind of behavior, instead of like looking at reality and seeing why those kids are dying, acknowledging that they are explosive, that Hamas are putting everywhere, because you see that they are killing IDF soldiers. So what do you think, that kids don't touch it? Do you think that don't wear uniform, then it doesn't harm the children? When they are kind of putting tunnels everywhere, it doesn't harm children? When they purposefully launch rockets from within civilian population, do you think it doesn't cause their casualties? They want it. So if you care for the children more than you hate us, then care for the children and make it stop. Stop incentivizing it. They are only one benefiting. We are losing. Israel is losing from every dead civilian. This is why Israel is doing more than every other army in history and in the world to minimize casualties. And this genocide claim is ridiculous. And I will tell you also, the entire title is a bit ridiculous. No one here knows nothing about warfare or war, or understand even what is happening in Gaza, and they don't care to learn. Like, you ask them this question and they're like, justified. Based on what? What are your parameters? How many people died?
Question mark, you dummy.
Having a heart that we have fucking hostages there for more than 600 days, and we have jihadists. We have a jihadist military army that is threatening to do another genocidal attack again and again and again. So we say no. And if it hurts your feeling, fuck you. And if you want to make it stop, pressure Hamas to put down their arm, because everybody's starving, and the children and the women and whatever. They are the one that can stop it. Let me respond. Let me get back to hostages.
No, mute the fuck up. Ludwig, did you want to respond to Daniel?
Yeah, for this guy, you can't even like see that there is a question mark, so it's not a statement, but it's a question mark, Daniel, a question mark. And for you to sit here and sort of like say oh, because of Hamas, we have to flatline the entire region, which is called the Gaza Strip. Right? But I know, like, you're brainwashed. You know, if you speak otherwise, you'll lose your citizenship in a lifetime before you die first. So I'm not even going to mock you for that. Thank you, Sid.
So can I say something?
Let me respond to him. He's speaking to me.
So wait, so are you saying that we don't have a right?
No, he spoke to me. He spoke to me. That means fair. What is that?
Bro, you know what, man? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm done with you, man. Done with you. Ludwig, were you responding to Daniel or W?
To Daniela, correct.
Okay, Danielle, if you wanna respond, give you a chance, and then Normal, you can go, bro.
I don't think it gave anything that would, like, to the fact of the topic. It was all ad hominem and very low level. So he's wrong. And if you if you care for the children, argue what I said, and not like Daniela and all those bullshit. I don't care for this, dude. This is not a game. It's a game for you. It's not a game for us. So enjoy the show, but don't scream about dead children. You enjoy it, you love it. You come here every day to kind of go out at Jews and say baby killers, baby killers. You enjoy it, you love it.
You are baby killers.
It's on your hands.
And you are baby killers. There are soldiers bragging about decapitating babies, literally on camera. What are you talking about?
That has never happened. You're a liar, sir.
I can
And not a very good one.
Sick, you want me to play?
No, don't even address this.
Look at it. Well, you're a liar. You never
Listen,
will.
I serve the IDF. I know exactly what is the moral code of the IDF. Every person that I know in my life served the IDF. My mother, my father, the entire my family, every friend that I have served the IDF.
Yeah,
You can bullshit many people. You can bullshit many people. You cannot bullshit me. So again, it's a game for you. It's propaganda, and it will end because we have humanity, justice, morality, and law on our side.
Yeah, we've seen it in these last 22 months.
Daniel, can I ask you a question? Say, can I ask a question?
I was gonna go
after El Nomo. Yeah, I was gonna give El Nomo the mic. And then
Appreciate this. Appreciate it. So, this war could have and should have ended on October 10th of 2023 if Hamas wanted the war to end. How would it end? Hamas gives back the hostages immediately, gives them all back, but they didn't want to. Hamas takes responsibility for what they did on October 7th, which was devastating, the worst slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust, and makes plans to compensate the Jews that they slaughtered and their families and gave back the hostages. October 10th, not one more Gazan had to die. But they did not want this to end. They wanted to draw Israel into Gaza in order to A, slaughter them in their booby traps and tunnels, and B, to put their children, they don't put their children in safe rooms. They don't put their children in bunkers. They send their children out to become shaheeds. A shaheed is a martyr. And the leadership of Hamas said over and over again, we thank you for being shaheeds to our women. We thank you for being shaheeds, martyrs to their children, because it makes our cause stronger. And as Daniel just said, this is a pathetic and bloodthirsty and child-killing attempt on the part of Hamas to sacrifice their own children, their own flesh and blood, to make Jews look bad, to justify a blood libel. What is a blood libel? You tell lies about Jews to justify killing us. This is why you take the word that we created, genocide, to describe what Hitler did to the Jews, and you think you can flip it and say that we're doing the genocide. And you take the word Nazi and you flip it and you call us Nazis. All because the IDF is committed to defending the Jewish people and the Jewish nation, and went into Gaza to get our people back. They still have our people. They're still holding even dead bodies, live bodies and dead bodies. They haven't given them back. They haven't surrendered. There's no such thing as a genocide that you can end with a phone call. You pick up the phone and say, here are your people back, or we surrender. This ends. Not another person in Gaza has to die. They are apocalyptic. Say again?
We're never going to surrender.
Keep going,
Actually, yes, you want them to die. I'm glad you said that. You want them to die. This is why you said that. You want that the same way that Iran sent these Palestinians to their death. They know what happens when you go into Israel and start creating mayhem. They're going to all get slaughtered. They send these people like lambs to the slaughter. And the people who are in denial, they go, dead babies, dead babies. They want those babies to die. If they didn't, they say, Hamas, enough already. Enough have died. Surrender. Give the hostages back. Hamas said they are going to do this to Israel, the Jewish nation, over and over and over. This is their position. We're not going to let them do that. They didn't say, okay, we changed our mind, we want peace. They never said that. All they ever said was they're going to keep killing us until the Jewish state is gone. We're not going to let them do it. They have dedicated themselves to genocide, as has Iran. And we're going to stop them. It's not negotiable. If they want to negotiate, they can put down their weapons and give our people back, and renounce their commitment to commit genocide against us. Otherwise, we are armed and we're pissed off, and we're going to keep fighting them until they put their weapons down and stop killing Jews.
Never gonna. Hold on, Doc Adams. Hold on, Helen. Doc Adams had the mic next, and then Howdy go after that. Well, actually, let me let's let Doc Adams go, and I do want to give Nick a chance to respond to that. Now, go.
So I actually do have to go back to my purpose at work. But with that being said, it's funny because I keep asking the question of how many babies were murdered and, killed in America. Over 1 million a year. Over 1 million American children a year are being killed in the womb. I never see any of these people worried about babies opening up rooms to talk about American children. But after all, these are the same people that are pro-Hamas and pro-Palestinian, and they want to see Americans wiped out alongside the Jews anyway. So I couldn't imagine that they would actually show consistent interest in saving said American children.
You just said nothing.
Well, Vic, did you want to respond?
Nothing to you because you're a filthy foreigner.
Lovely, did you want to respond, Eleanor?
Do I want to respond to Eleanor? Well, if you want to make this about like what Hamas did, right? What did you guys do from the 14th of May, 1948, all the way to October the 6th, 2023?
We made a beautiful state.
Surrounding the Palestinians in between three walls and the beach.
No, we never made a wall. What are you talking about?
Who built the wall?
Which wall are you talking about, sir? Where?
The German wall.
Sir, what wall are you talking about? If you
Never mind. I'm not even going to respond to this.
Thank you,
sir.
sir. What wall, sir?
Can I say something?
Do you not know what you're talking about? Could you find it on a map? Do you even know where Judea and Samaria are, sir? Or Gaza? Have you ever been? Have you ever even bothered to look at a map, sir?
No, I think that's enough. I think that's enough.
No, I don't think it is actually.
So
What do you have to look at?
well, he said he's opting out of the conversation. So
Oh, okay. I don't blame him.
We're gonna pass.
If I were as stupid as he is, I would too.
We're gonna pass the mic to Alan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want all the Americans to listen to this carefully. This war is never going to end. If they completely destroy the leadership of Iran, next year it'll be something else. This is the Middle East. They love killing each other. So pay attention to what Norm is saying. Pay attention to what Daniel is saying. Pay attention to what the Palestinians are saying. Pay attention to what the Iranians are saying. It is never going to end. Ever. Are we clear on that point? Good. Let them fight. They're going to keep fighting. This year, Israel will be winning. Next year, the Persians will be winning. The next year after that, it'll be the Assyrians, and it'll keep going on and on and on. And Norm, I love you, brother. You said it perfectly. You said it perfectly. I don't want any more money going to the Middle East. We don't need their fucking oil. We don't need their wars. I don't need to be fighting with Adam or Sig or anyone else because Israel is there and Israel is mad, or Iran is mad, or Iraq is mad, or Syria is mad. None of it. We're done. We're done. I'm sorry, Norm. You have all the perfect excuses for it, and they're all justified. You need to protect your people. Jews, protect your people. Persians, protect your people. Syrians, protect your people. Keep fighting. Good. Go for it. Get blood. Everybody's anti-Semitic.
Your point. Do you want to land?
Everybody is Islamophobic. I don't care. Guess what? Norm, I put the link in the chat. No, if Israel falls, the rest of the world doesn't fall. I'm sorry. We are sick of it.
You repeated the same statement 3 times.
Just a quick update. There is rockets launching from Iran to Israel right now.
Long live Iran.
Can I say something to Ellen?
Yo, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Paul just got to the stage. We're going to give him a chance to answer the room title. And then Aziz, you got it next. So, Paul, welcome to the stage. You there? Paul, going once. Going twice. All right. It's sold to you, Aziz. You got the mic. And then, Daniel, you can go after Aziz.
Yeah, I mean, look, I keep hearing about the IRGC, them being extremists. But I kind of understand what Alan is saying, because ultimately half of Congress is kind of waiting for a Messiah. Are they not? Are they not backing Israel regardless of their actions because of some kind of religious belief? Is that not the same criticism that we have for the Ayatollah? So I understand what Alan's saying. If we allow any narrative to be favored, we're essentially the Ayatollah of the West or the Ayatollah of the East. It's the same religious rhetoric that we're using to justify not paying attention to the cold hard facts that human life is not being prioritized. And that's the truth. The numbers are so high, and any kind of rhetoric that we're using against the Ayatollah. It's almost like America's a reflection of it at this point, and we need to sort of rein it in a little. And I think we're getting to the point where, and I'm just going to land on this, we're getting to the point where we're seeing Trump, who came in America first, once again, not stand on business. He's kind of compromised himself once again, and we need to kind of sort of emphasize the fact that this can't just keep going on. Alan said leave them to their devices. I kind of agree at this point, because how long are we going to kind of forego our morals in support of, like, to what end? Like, we will liberate Iran, quote unquote, but what then? There will be a new bad guy, and we will continue. So I kind of hear what Alan's saying. That's the point I wanted to make.
All right. Thanks, Aziz. Daniel, you got the mic, brother.
Thanks. Wow. So first to Alan, I'm trying to kind of find the right word. So you were saying like this year they will win, the other year they will win. No, Israel does not have the option to lose. It's not an option, okay? It's existential. Now, we don't like to fight or kill or battle. We're in the business of defending ourselves. You know what we want to do? We want to go to work and then chill with a beer with some friends or do some barbecue. That's our business, okay? Maybe go and build something.
Persians don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't want to do the same thing. Then stop.
Yes,
fighting.
they do.
Stop
Excuse
fighting.
me, Ellen, with all due respect, don't tell me about like my life, okay? If they want to, no, so I will tell you, no, they're not. They rather invest their funds in terror against, in the destruction of another country, not in their own people. Israel invests in defense, okay? We have the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force. We are not in the business of going like offensive wars, just like for, I don't know, whatever you imagine. We are not having genocidal statements. The IRGC have a countdown in, I don't know, it's called Palestine Square, counting to something September 2040. This is the annihilation of Israel. In every parade they have down with Israel. The Houthis is like death to America, death to Israel, curse on the Jews, victory to Islam. That is the reality. And when we are defending ourselves, people are bitching about people dying on the other side. So what are you suggesting? What is the alternative? That we don't fight? If they don't want to die, it's very simple. Don't kill us. Don't attack us. Go create your jobs, create your infrastructure, not terror tunnels, but whatever else you need. Look at Iran. How much money? The GDP is like $5,000 per person. Iran, the huge Iran, so brilliant people. They are being oppressed. And then when they have a chance to liberate all those people that are just anti-Jew, anti-Israel, all of a sudden Aziz thinks about the interest of the United States. He doesn't give a fuck about the interest of the United States. And the United States has an interest because the terror that the IRGC sends is global. And if you think that the United States will be attacked with missiles, you're wrong. It's happening from within inside, using the democracy tools. The United States is in danger. The West is in danger. The fact that you don't understand it, that's fine. Israel, when we went into this rising line operation with the 3 objectives, we can do it by ourselves. We don't need even the bunker buster. Instead of like getting this 30,000 ton bomb, the Moab, we will just pound many times with a 5,000 pound bomb. If the United States enters, it's because it's their interest. Stop thinking that the United States is our bitch or we are theirs.
Dare your bitch.
All right, so Randy, welcome to the stage, man. You there? Randy, going once. Going twice. Simon, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? Israel versus Palestine, justified or just overkill?
Absolutely justified.
Why is that?
If you're pro-Western civilization, then what they're doing is a moral obligation to their own people.
And what specifically would the moral obligation be?
To do what it takes to protect their citizens.
What does that include?
Completely eradicating the threat.
The threat or innocent civilians?
No, I mean, the people of Gaza sanction the government, they cheer, and, there's no such thing as divorcing citizens from the government. Like, the government is a representative of the people. So, either you sanction your government, and they go and act on your behalf, and as a result of those actions, you suffer the consequences just as much as, if you're, like, for example, if you're Canadian and, your prime minister enacts horrible economic policies, you suffer the consequences whether you voted for him or not. It's the exact same principle.
Are you American?
Am I American?
Yeah.
I'm American.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Okay. So.
We'll be American.
Okay. So then, as much bullshit. I gotta criticize. I love my country, but my country's not flawless. Let's say, for instance, Cuba, when our government got involved and overthrew Batista's regime, his dictatorship over there. Our government did that. Do you think the American people were for that? Do you think they supported that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's an illegitimate regime, though, so it doesn't even matter where, like.
Well, no, they had a dictator. His name was Batista, and he was running Cuba, and our government went over there and overthrew him. I'm sorry. No, Castro overthrew Batista, but we went back over there and tried to overthrow Castro with the Bay of Pigs. Do you think the American people supported that?
I mean, I don't know what the sentiment of Americans was for that.
Well, yeah, I'm challenging your logic because you said if the government does something, then the people are subject to what the government does, therefore they should suffer as well.
There are now interceptions above Jerusalem and above Tel Aviv.
Americans suffer as a result of that.
Well, you just said that. You said the people should suffer if their government makes a certain move. That's what you just said.
I'm saying that's the logical conclusion, depending on where the pendulum swings. I'm saying if you're governed by dictators, okay, and then that dictatorship goes into a sovereign country, and then sovereign country then attacks you. Okay, well, like the consequences of those actions are not on the sovereign country that attacks you. The consequences of why you're potentially dying is because of your own government.
Okay, so then the innocent people involved in the Middle East right now with Israel-Palestine.
I'm saying innocent people. There's no innocent people. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like,
so children. Hold on. Let's break this down. Let's walk here.
Yeah, for sure.
So what about even children are innocent?
Yes, nobody's innocent.
So you think children? You think children deserve to die then?
I'm not saying they deserve to die.
Okay.
It's a horrific thing, but the reality is that. There's a country that has an obligation to its citizens to protect them from from their government. That's just the reality. I'm not putting any emotional argument forward. I'm like innocent children dying is horrible. But they're going to suffer the consequences of their parents' actions, of the government's actions. That's the reality. The people who you should be blaming, though, are the people who are causing that mayhem on them. It's easy to just say, "Oh, women and children are dying." That's horrible. And then when you drop all context of why they're dying, yeah, of course, you can just say blanket statement. Women and children are dying is just egregious. The cause of that, it's always going to be bad. But then when you have the context of, well, it's a bunch of murderous terrorists who go into sovereign countries, threaten sovereign countries, and then arm themselves and sit and chant for their death. Well, governments who own missiles should not be saying stuff like that.
Okay, copy. Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, man. The way it originally sounded, it came off as though you were for the extermination of a group of people. So that's why I was like, okay, yeah, I just wanted to clarify, man. Yeah, I didn't want to assume. So, all right, cool beans, cool beans. Yo, Randy, Paul, you guys there? Okay, I guess not. Well, we can open it up popcorn style if anybody wants to go. Thug, you there? I don't think you had a chance to speak. All right, cool. If you guys want to open it up popcorn style, please feel.
Seems to be that Israel can just point the finger at like whoever they wish to point the fingers at, such as Lebanon, such as Iran, such as Syria, and just be like, yeah, there are a bunch of unprecedented people over there that might cause harm to us, and they just start bombing left, right, and center, which they've been doing for decades. It's not like ever since October the 7th. It's just like just shoot a couple of missiles left, right, and center. Where we just would claim their Daniel.
Okay, enjoy the
Daniel, let him land first, Daniel. Then
pepper and salt on my turkey sandwich, Daniel. So, I mean, at what point are we gonna say like maybe, very small maybe? It is Israel, right? Like building a wall, keeping 2.3 million people captive, right? They don't have access to all the food that they wish to have. They don't have access to all the water that they have. That's all being regulated by Israel. What foods that they are allowed to eat, such as chocolate, is forbidden. Like fucking chocolate, imagine that, right? But no, they're rebellious. Like a kid threw a stone to a tank.
Is it getting anywhere?
That is really
Daniela. Running a boat.
Daniela, I want a cup of tea with my turkey sandwich.
No, listen, it's
Daniela.
No, it's abusive. All he's like, okay, so I'm not interested.
Daniel, hold on. Guys. Daniel, we got freedom of speech, bro. You're gonna have to fucking get some tougher skin.
I'm talking about this. I don't give a fuck. It's just like it's boring and it's like lacking the sugars and
Okay, but Daniel,
it's just like half an hour of ad hominem. I'm not supposed to sit there and listen to it.
Daniel, hold on.
I'm here to have a conversation. Listen, I'm here to have a conversation.
This is what we're not gonna do, man. Look, I've been more than fair. Let the man land his plane, and then Daniel, you're gonna go undisturbed. I promise. Nobody's gonna fucking interrupt you. We'll go.
So it seems to be to continue. Like if you look at I'll give you one example, and perhaps two, and I'll land in like a minute. Right? If you look at that poor girl in hijab, right? 8 years old, sitting in that car all by herself. Right? They shot that car with more than 350 bullets. 350. Let that sink in. 350 bullets to a harmless 8-year-old girl. Right? There is nothing that's being done against those people that pulled the trigger. Like nothing. No prosecution, no nothing. When a fucking kid, single-digit age kid throws a stone at a tank, they arrest that kid. No lawyer, no representative, no nothing. Sometimes doesn't even make it to court. They throw him into fucking prison and they slide a piece of paper under the freaking door with like, you're gonna do this amount of months, weeks, whatever the amount is. Like a kid, you guys are locking up. You guys are raping prisoners on camera. The amount of innocent people that we have seen, including the Turkish journalist, an American citizen.
Well, can you drop a link to those two instances you just talked about? Can you drop a link?
Yes, I will most definitely do that. Give me 1 minute. Including the American citizen of Turkish origin, Ayşegül, right? She was there as a journalist, which is, by the way, one of the 180 journalists that got killed, right? From all over the world. We have. I'm almost done. Give me one example, right? When there was this doctor, she became a mother of newborn twins, was at home writing something on Facebook, not opposing a threat, not opposing death to Israel or anything like that whatsoever. She herself, her mom, and the newborn twins were in an apartment while the dad was on his way. And as a matter of fact, there are pictures of the dad holding the birth certificates where Israel launched a rocket, blew out only that part of the apartment, killing those 4 harmless people. Harmless, sitting there, getting killed over whatever she was writing on Facebook. And you guys are still the victims.
All right, so we're gonna let Danny respond. Danny, you got the mic.
Disgusting.
I will not address like the propaganda, because all those like emotional stories from a guy that we all saw how he behaves. He's a thug, he's a bully, but then he's becoming all emotional. It's not about emotion. He doesn't care about the children. He's here to vilify Jews. And this is the real.
Gaslighting.
He's not the only one. This is. I'm speaking now. This is the real sick. This is the real sick, twisted thing about this whole thing. Okay. I would say this, and you know what? It will trigger people, but that is the fact. And you know what? I'm for 20 months almost kind of talking to people that just refuse reality. And at some point, it's like, guys, if you don't want to see reality, that's fine. And all the time you say, it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Yes, it doesn't make sense because you're making shit up, okay? You're making shit up, and you're in this echo chamber, in this mirror world of like reinforcing your bias. You never challenge. In all those debates, you never listen. For you, it's a game. If he says this, I will say this. The Balfour Declaration, 1948, Nakba. It's like, it's boring. It's shallow. You know nothing. You don't care. It's a game for you. You're talking about Lebanon, Syria, Palestine, Gaza, whatever. Yes, there's Hezbollah, and you have the Houthis. Those are terror organizations. They answer to no one. Those are non-state actors that the IRGC has created. This is what we are fighting. When we went now to this war with the IRGC, it's for 3 reasons: the nuclear program, the ballistic program that you saw that they can do damage. I mean, right now there's even 15 launches to Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Funny that they care so much for Jerusalem. And the third one is to kill this network of terror. And you guys like obsessed with this topic, but it's our life, and we will continue doing what we know that is right, humane, legal, and moral. And you will twist reality to portray those that murder, kidnap, hold hostages, violate every rule, every international. Like you exempt them. It's like we don't expect nothing from Palestinians. They're oppressed. They're this. They can do all those crimes. Israel steps one out of line. International, guys, we don't buy it. This is why we don't even bother to, I guess, justify. Maybe that's the problem with the Hasbara, that they don't really explain
what I said for once.
I'm not. Shut up. I'm not listening to what you said.
You're going on for a long.
Listen, guys. Listen,
guys. Alan, stop, man. Stop.
Guys, I understand that. Ellen, what I suggest, for example, for you, and I suggest to anyone that thinks
anything from me.
Alan, shut up. I'm speaking. Please don't interrupt me. Shut up.
Yo, check this. Hold on one second, Dan. I got you, Dan. Yo, Alan, you gotta stop coming off your mic, man. He's gonna land his plane. Let this man finish what he's gotta say. Daniel, what am I?
I will suggest to anyone that wants to get out of the delusion and confront themselves with reality, book a plane to Israel and come see for yourself. This is the only way that you will be able to get out of the imaginary, twisted reality that you are living in. And the sooner the better. The social media kind of twisted your head. Enjoy the propaganda.
Yeah, so if
Alan, you can respond, and then we're gonna give you just out on stage, Alan.
Yeah. If I did book a plane to Israel, I'd go to the Armenian quarter, and when the Jewish Jewish children and adults start spitting on the Armenian Christian nuns, I'll punch them in the face. That's what I'll do. And then I'll take a picture and I'll send them to you. How about that? But I thought
Okay,
you were
are you gonna
interested.
stop this thing?
Sarah,
Getting too out of hand.
Sarah,
No,
he
Alex,
told
up to
me.
now I thought you were America first, but now I'm
Yeah, no, well,
and I'm not gonna tolerate
Sarah,
that.
he invited me to Israel.
If you are anti-Semite,
It's okay for them. It's okay for them to spit on Armenian Christians.
Listen,
Is it okay for them to spit on Armenian Christians? Yes or no?
Why can't he
I don't
speak?
know if they've
So,
done this or not. I can't tell you if something that I
Sarah,
wasn't
why
there
can't
has
he
been done
speak
or
his
not.
point?
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ask Alan to post a link, and from what I'm hearing him say, he's saying if a situation, it's a hypothetical, just like a threat. If I tell someone I'm gonna kick your ass, that's a threat. I can be arrested for that. But I say if you do this to me, then I'll kick your ass. If you do this, then it's not a threat. So let's let him finish. Alan, if you can post a link for Sarah, please do that. Go ahead, Alan.
In any event, thank you. I will do that. Ludwig gave you concrete examples, and you fell back on.
Alan, did you provide the links?
I just said I'm going to finish speaking, and then I will provide the links. Thank you, if that's okay. I understand this is a very emotional conversation. I get it, Daniel. That's your country. I'm saying, I told you, fight. Kill them all. Keep doing it. Go right ahead. What difference does it matter if Ludwig is saying if it's true or not? When in war did the truth matter? You want to fight. Fight. Kill them all. But the fact is, in this room, in this conversation, Ludwig gave you concrete examples, and instead of addressing it, you fell back on, oh, this isn't a serious conversation, he's talking too long, and you attacked him. You never addressed it, ignoring the fact that you went on for 5 or 10 minutes yourself.
Ludwig,
please, spare us.
Okay, I want to jump in here because I got stuff to say too, Alan. I've heard you at least 5 times today talking about how you don't want your American money to go to war or go to Israel, and you make that decision. You do make that decision. You know how? By voting. And in the last 46 years, hey, you need to mute. In the last 46 years, 50 years, whatever many years is, the president in the office, whoever's been, has decided to send the money that you don't like to go exactly where you don't like to go. So you can sit home and write letters to, your local or federal representatives and complain about it. But stop harassing people online, and telling them that you're going to send it or you're not, because you're not the one making decision.
Oh, there's another way.
I am absolutely not happy about Trump getting himself involved in this last night.
Sarah,
I'm talking, Pikachu. I am not happy with what I saw him posting. Okay? I am not happy with that. But you know what? The commander of chief, he is the commander of chief. He makes that decision, and I'm not going to drop that frustration on other people. And only because, I feel like this should be like a more of a, more of a friendlier environment. Like when Ludwig was going hard with evidence, saying stuff that both sides might do it. And knowing that region, I already know that's something that Hamas would do more. And how do I know it? Because they're trained by IRGC, who literally kills our children and rape our women and young kids. Okay, so I already know their style. I live that shit. So you want to go right after him, and I don't know what you guys doing, and I don't understand why. What is this? It should stay friendly, the conversation. I don't know why you guys go like that. But Alan, please provide a link or evidence for what you claimed.
I just put it in the chat.
But Sarah, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
What if he provides you the link and you verified it? And it's
I
100%.
probably believe
Hold on.
that. I
Can I
probably
finish? Can I
believe
finish?
it happened, right? You know what? Listen. Do you think we don't have American militaries that rape people in war? I'm 100% sure there are. Do you think this is not something like? Do you think there is a military in the world that none of its members have ever raped anyone? I don't believe that. Like you cannot.
Yes.
Can
Sarah, I don't know of any rape, any Palestinian who's.
Daniela, I would like to have another
Stop
thing.
with the Daniela. Stop with the Daniela. My name is Daniel. If you want to address me, I have a name.
Speaking to ladies.
Please be respectful. Please be
Daniela.
respectful. That's all. Is it too? Am I asking too much? Seriously, Ludwig, am I asking too much?
Okay, guys.
To have a normal conversation? It's not guys. Sick.
Don't forget my muscle.
No, because what right now you guys are doing a personal back and forth. So Lil Big was asking.
It's not a personal. I'm asking to be respectful and call me by my name. That is not personal by me. Stop with this. Both sides.
Daniel,
You're gonna get
people
back.
call me coon. Look, Daniel. People call me coon. People call me cigarette. People call me piece of shit.
That is fine. I'm asking him
It is what it is.
politely. I asked him politely. Can you please be respectful and call me by my name?
Right. And if you
That's
feel-
it.
Right. And if you feel-
that he won't.
Right,
Just
but-
let it go.
right, just let it go. Because
I let it go, guys. My God, I let it go.
Daniela respectfully ask him to not do it, and he can respectfully tell you to go fuck yourself. It's the internet, bro. It is what it is. Let's not focus on that tiny shit. Let's stay on topic here.
Come on,
Lil Big, did you
Daniela.
want to finish asking your question to Sarah?
Yeah,
And then we can move on. We got Rabbi and Givy on stage. I want to get to that.
the two examples and there are so like a countless amount of examples more. Wait, there are so many more examples, right? Where you can see completely and totally defenseless Palestinians getting killed.
Oh,
Right.
blame Hamas for that.
Wait, can Daniela's fiance perhaps make me sound too turkey?
Pikachu, just chill. Let me get this question.
So are any of these PDFs, the Israeli Diaper Forces, are any of them being kept accountable, being prosecuted? Because I don't see any of that. If you look at all those men that are destroying properties, as in like furniture, putting on women's underwear, all that
I
disgusting.
thought you're asking
Can
me
I
a question
finish?
because you
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you
gonna
cannot
ask
speak.
you.
No. I was talking.
What is this crazy
You-
I'm doing right now? I'm speaking,
Ludwig,
right? I'm responding.
Ludwig, no.
Why is
You
it Why
told
can't I
me
finish?
you want to ask me a question
Yeah, but
in the middle of me
I'm
talking.
almost
No.
done. You're just cutting me off. You're
But now you're ranting. No, we're not
No,
doing that.
I'm not
I was
ranting.
talking.
You're screaming.
You asked
I'm
me.
ranting. You're screaming. What are you doing? I'm almost done.
Hey, Ludwig, you told me you
I'm
interrupted me
almost done,
talking.
Sarah.
Saying, can I ask you a question?
good
I'm still
moderator.
waiting. No.
Yeah.
You can ask me the question.
Yeah. Get
I'm
your
not
question.
done
You
speaking.
said I am telling.
I'm not done speaking.
I am being. You interrupted me and you told me you have a question. So ask your question.
Yeah, if you interrupt me,
What's your
right.
question? I haven't heard your question.
Right.
A question doesn't come with 2 paragraphs of talking.
Well, you can determine that.
Okay, so Ludwig, just go ahead and ask your question. Let's be concise with your question so we can move on and get to other people.
If you're saying, if you're
we can ask a question.
Pamela,
This is
must start on my turn sandwich, please. So,
Pikachu. Bro, just chill, man. Love it. Get your question out, and we can move on.
I'm trying, man. Like these diapers are not holding up all their weight. So is there any because when you said like there is no military in the world that is like doing everything according to like all the laws and whatnot more. Sure, I totally agree with you. But can you show me any of these PDF soldiers getting prosecuted for shooting, killing, blowing up, sending missiles to this home where, for instance, the newborn twins were living at in that apartment? Is anybody getting prosecuted? Because I haven't seen one. I'll be waiting for that receipt, Sarah.
Okay, I'm gonna answer.
That was a
Are
good
you
question.
waiting for my answer?
Am I?
Can I respond to that after you?
Are you answering? No, I have an answer. I do have an answer. I actually have a very, very good answer for you. Iran is under attack. Do you agree or not? Is Israel bombing Iran right now or not?
That has nothing to do with my question, though. I just asked you.
It's a yes or no. It is actually, it's a yes or no. Anybody who wants to answer this. It's yes or no.
I don't have to say
bombing Iran right now.
Yes. They're bombing the shit out of them.
Ludwig, whether you like the way I'm answering your question or not, you're going to mute and you're going to listen. I know you don't like women to talk, but that's not happening, okay?
Yes.
I don't care if you hear me or not. I want
So
to.
you're not answering my direct question. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
So yes. No. I am answering.
No, you're
Yes, they are bombing right now, right?
What does that have to do with my questions about IDF soldiers like violating rules?
Pikachu, I need you to stop. Oh my God.
Who, me?
What is wrong with men?
I know, you're a feminist, so...
Pikachu, like, let me...
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
All right, so, JB's back.
I'm going to answer this question.
Hold on, JB's. Let me get JB mocked up here. Get him back in here. What's going on, JB? Welcome, bro.
I was JB, now I'm on.
Because I swiped out. It's over. Don't worry about it. I'm mod now. I see we have some esteemed people from the app. Known anti-Semites, but I'll let you guys handle it.
So we got new people.
Anti-Semite is to the roof, JB.
Yeah, so we got Rabbi and Gibby. Rabbi, you there? Or actually, no, Gibby was there first. Gibby, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sorry. Okay, hey man, welcome to the stage, brother. Israel versus Palestine, justified or just overkill, man? What's your take?
So first of all, if you let me do a little bit of a side talk for 15 seconds, is that we shouldn't put all the Israel's conflicts in the same basket. Like Iran is a separate thing. The whole Lebanon thing is a separate thing. We're trying to say, oh, this is the same thing. Israel acting crazy. It's not. That's a whole different conversation. With Palestine, like I support Israel pretty directly and its right to defend itself. But I think at times there is some overkill going on. But answering the question that was raised by Ludwig and Alan, I believe, with the prosecution does not happen when the war is hot. Like you could see there's a Russia-Ukraine war going on right now. Russians are not prosecuting their war criminals, neither are Ukrainians. So that is a thing that happens way after the dust has settled. And this conflict doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. So I don't think that the question about war criminals and all that is valid at this point. What happens later is what happens later. And a little bit side note on Iran, I think the attack on Iran is totally justified because Iran out of the blue decided that Israel is its biggest threat and supported Hezbollah, which is a terrorist organization, and Hamas, which is a terrorist organization, which ironically enough, Palestinians hate Iranians because they hate Shia Muslims, but just because we want to piss off Israel, we'll support Hamas, and they got what they deserved. And I think that destroying Hamas is a valid point. Sometimes you can get some overkill on the spot over there, but in general, Israel has its right to defend itself. That's how I see it.
Okay, copy that. All right, Rabbi.
Okay, before Rabbi goes on, Ludwig asked me the question. I was driving. I think people couldn't hear me. So to answer Ludwig's question, why children die in, Israel-Palestine conflict, I gave example of Iran. Right now, people they're saying, oh, they're killing civilians in Iran, all of that stuff, right? My family, my friends, everybody's in Iran. Israel has not attacked a single place without trying to have the least casualty and without telling people to evacuate. Yeah, you can put a laugh emoji, that's fine. But the fact that you just come on stage and just lie and just spread all this, stuff that you want to do, that's fine. If Hamas is using people as human shield, that is not Israel's.
It's a propaganda, princess.
That's not Israel's fault. Israel has the right to defend itself, and you know what? This is all part of it, Iran's fault, and that's why, Ludwig, you hate me. You tell me to get out of rooms when I say IRGC needs to leave. You're such an anti-Semite.
I'm a Semite myself, bubblehead. What are you talking about?
You are such an anti-Semite.
I'm a Semite myself. What are you talking
about? You are such a hating person.
You're a Semitic as my scrotum. You're a Semitic.
Sarah, listen, Teddy, shut up. Listen to me. Ludwig, I don't know if he's an anti-Semite, but he's definitely an anti-Jew.
No, I'm not.
I already know that. I already know that, JB. I know him.
Can I respond to that, JB?
I know that.
Well, Sarah, hold on, take a breath, because you get nervous when you get to that decibel level where dogs are howling. Let Louis say what he has to say. Go ahead, Louis.
First of all, I do not hate any ethnic group of people. I grew up in the city that is called Mokum, and if you know what that means in Hebrew, it means the place, right? It's a place where a shitload of Jews live, where everybody can get along. Matter of fact, I have Jewish friends, like as in direct friends, not like somebody I walk into every now and then, and pretty much everybody in Amsterdam has. So when you say I'm hating Jews, it's completely fabricated.
You're right.
Story that somehow I'm against killing people.
Ludwig, I apologize. You don't hate all Jews. You just hate certain Jews. My bad.
Just like I hate certain Armenians. It's not that different.
I like to be placed.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to hand it back to Sig, Sarah, and guys, do me a solid, man. I know there's a lot of hate in this room, but just be easy on the girls, maybe easy on the ladies. I know Ludwig wants to say something snide right now, but just be easy with the ladies, man. They got lower voices than us. Sarah has her daughter's fucked up now from screaming at you knuckleheads. Back to you, Sig.
All right, Ravi, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stage, man. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, but I'll go ahead and pass. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it on. I'll interject in a second. I'm just in a little bit of a dead area for traffic, so I don't want to hog the stage.
Okay, cool.
Can I jump in?
Wait, let me just say this thing. If Rabbi's saying he's in traffic, that means his driver's in traffic. Don't let this guy fool you, but.
Oh, Rabbi's got that big money, huh?
Well, he got that long money.
Got that long money. Roger that. All right, this is who's this? No name. Ariel, you there? Yeah, what's going on?
I don't know why this. I don't know about.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, man. Israel versus Palestine, justified or just overkill, man?
That's your cue to talk, bro.
Ariel, talk.
All right, who's next on The Price is Right? Roddy?
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear.
It's your first day at Clubhouse, bro?
What's going on with my service?
There's no.
Hey, JB, you want to take it, man? I gotta do something real quick.
I got it. I don't know who's spoken, who hasn't, so I'll try Paul. Paul, how you doing? Paul, you there? No? All right. Let's go to Ariel. Go ahead, man. The mic is yours. You gotta push the bottom right.
It's in Israel.
Did they bomb the?
They probably said they're probably suppressing his communications at the moment to the outside.
Okay, thanks for that, Teddy. Joe B, what's up?
So I have a question. Am I allowed to ask questions in here?
You can do whatever you like. You may not like the answers.
Okay, so is this an American only room?
Are you American?
No, I'm saying is this an American only room because the mods in here keep throwing the word around anti-Semitic.
Okay.
So guess what? People outside of America and Israel.
Teddy, do me solid, bro. Before you start.
They're not anti-Semitic.
Go. Okay, great. Go get a tissue before you start crying, and then the mic is yours. I wasn't here for
just laying a point. Just saying the obvious because I'm Americans. Obviously, real.
Because America's the greatest country in history of this planet. What's your point?
You sound drunk, bro. I'm not talking to you.
Okay, then don't talk to me. I don't drink alcohol, by the way, so that's ridiculous.
Hey, you guys.
Get Ariel.
Okay, thank you so much.
Teddy, are you Iranian?
No, but I support Iran.
No, you don't support Iran. You support IRGC, which.
So hold on. So the people within Iran right now.
You support IRGC.
The Iranian people within Iran that support IRGC, are they not Iranians?
No, they're not. People inside Iran are not supporting.
Well, I'll tell you what, Teddy, you can't.
They're literally out cheering at the moment.
Bro, listen. You can't out-talk this woman. Trust me, she's gonna out-talk you.
Can y'all hear me now?
No, she's stating something which is obviously not true. People who live within Iran.
It's supporters
Okay,
of
all right,
IRGC.
Sarah, I moved him. You could bring him back up, but I want to see what Ariel has to say. Teddy, take a breath, bro. It's not that serious. Ariel, you want to try now?
Republican markup. Girls, LGBT.
Bro, you might have to leave the app and come back.
Teddy wanted to be labeled an anti-Semite just for the sake of it, I think.
It's impossible to live with an anti-Semite. Not in America.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, scan Ariel before it shuts off again.
Okay, wonderful. So somebody.
Dude, you gotta leave the app and come back. It's glitching bad. Where's Ludwig? Did he leave? Too many Jews got on stage. I guess he got triggered.
No, I think he can just face the fact that Armenians are Indo-European and he thinks he's Semitic. So.
Simon, how you doing, Simon?
Jamie, you came, the anti-Semites, they all like ran off the stage.
I don't know why, because I've had a lot of smoke from my Jewish friends today. My
You
Jewish
did,
family.
but MG knows. Like, am I right or not, MG? Right before I came in, got involved in the conversation, I was listening when I was in the store.